一体何が正解なんだろう。タイムラインに咲き乱れるフェイク What is reality 絶望や歓喜なんて駆け抜けるだけのミラージ溢れるインフォメーション揺らいでるノンフィクション赤いレンズ青状に曖昧なジャッジ難しい人生使いないし無関心ピーナッツ拾って瞑想幻想ハイウェイ溺れていたいんでしょう妄想はいつだって水の味それじゃ物足んないなら肌をさらせサンネイキッドタイプ感情放て確かめろ君のリアルをSo naked type 衝動のマイセル求め続ければいいんじゃない無我夢中で叫べ限界はないさその答えの先へ開け New World。
Bienvenidos una vez más. ¿Cómo se encuentran, amigos míos? Estamos aquí tomando el viaje una vez más. Más Honkai Star Rail. Sí, brillando nuevo. Dicen que voy a gastar Jades en eso. Eso es divertido. ¿Qué voy a hacer es? Aquí. Vuelvo a estar aquí. Esto. Ah, el traje. No. Y nada más. ¿Cuánto tengo ahorita, por cierto? 10.000. 10.423, sí. Make it to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. We will see. Come with me, take this. Oh. Y después voy a echarle un vistazo a eso. Okay. Be waiting the way to celebrate. Ok, vamos a ver qué más podemos hacer acá. We will see. Go with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. No. Boop. Boop. Y parte de la historia. We were into danger. Ok, listo. Bueno, vamos acá. Okay. Traje típico, ok. Okay. Listo. ¿En cuál misión estoy? Son 3 caminos, ok, vamos. Bienvenidos a mi más canal. En esta ocasión, más Honkai Star Rail. Vamos con la misión del acto 5 de la escena 6. Apuesta en las 1000 estrellas. Y otros caminos. ¿A qué precio puede comprarse el último aliento de la Arcadia? ¿Qué sonido puede atraer la mirada del ámbar? La balanza ya ha sido silenciosamente calibrada. Y a ti solo te queda hacer una apuesta arriesgada. ¿Por qué no desapareció todo? Habla con Asad Pramad. Los juegos de sangre de un devastador han terminado y una nueva crisis envuelve a esta Arcadia. Él declara que la exuvia bestial de la voracidad se está reactivando y en este momento debes impedir que llegue la hora en que los fragmentos divinos te den un festín. Directamente. Vamos. Juegos Fabulona. Ok, perfecto. Tengo mi micrófono puesto, ok. No habíamos salido corriendo. No, no habíamos salido corriendo la última vez. En la parte de la historia. Fue what? Pero sí quiero ver. Como vámonos. Algo así por el estilo.
Run. Once the veracity awakens, you'll have nowhere to run. If you want to live, tell us how to seal it.
It's too late.
Espérese. Porque tal vez estoy imaginando cosas, tal vez me estoy equivocando. Tal vez nos hiciéramos salir corriendo, tal vez simplemente, oh, ¿qué está pasando? Y terminó ahí. Tal vez simplemente tal vez tembló y, ¿qué está pasando? Y... quiero ver algo. Ok. Tengo que verlo, espérese, un toquecito. Veré en mi canal un momento. Quiero ver algo. Quiero ver algo. Esperen, algo va mal. Todo está temblando. Los restos de la voracidad se están reactivando. ¿Están reactivando? Está claro, si es que logran salir vivos. Les deseo suerte. Y ahora huyan. Ok, no, nuestro equipo no decidió salir corriendo, sino que fue Asad Pramat que le dijo que huyeran. Ok. Quiero que huyan. Todo estaba temblando y todo el mundo estaba viendo al lado y dijo huyan. Demasiado tarde, ok.
Like how a star can collapse into a black hole. Once hunger crosses its limit, the husk's awakening will be unstoppable.
Okay.
I've waited thousands of years for this, watching my plans be disrupted, rectified, and delayed time after time. But a true plan doesn't require ingenious calculations. All it needs is patience. Nothing can compete against time, especially time armed with patience.
This isn't for you to decide.
Pues sí, pues el...
You've lost your mind.
¿Qué estás? ¿Estás bien? ¿Qué es lo que planea hacer Asad Pramat?
Wants to offer himself up as a sacrifice to satiate the husk.
Offer myself up? You flatter me. My plan was to offer you, and all the supplicants to the husk.
Ya.
Unfortunately, luck isn't on my side. But a loser should face his defeat with pride. And the victor should receive their rewards. Take this treasure, young nameless. Consider it a token of recognition from a former navigator. Show it. How you'll face the coming challenge. The fragments of the divine are due to feed. And so, once more, I depart for a destination that never extended me an invitation. From the bottom of my heart, I hope our paths do not cross at that place.
Aquí viene.
It's too late. The veracity has awakened. Now, run.
Y se tiró el mismo. Hey.
Quick, on to Star Blazer, immediately!
Hasta ahora veo una desincronización de diálogo. Hasta ahora lo noto a simple vista. Y hubo algunos no se notaban tanto, pero ahora noté a simple vista.
Her breath after defeating a villain?
No.
Sapramat is dead, but he's already nailed the apocalyptic nightmare firmly into the fabric of this world.
So, where are we headed next? Who are we fighting this time? We gotta do something, right?
The destination's always been clear. We're heading to Perdido Station.
Calm down, March. Fighting isn't the only thing the Nameless are good for. Leading people safely out of their predicament. Now, that's a mission even more true to the Trailblaze Creed than taking down a formidable foe. And that's exactly what we're about to do.
Himeko, are you saying...
The Husk's awakening can no longer be avoided. So from now on, we need to use what time we have left to do what the Astral Express does best.
Everyone, I've arrived at the same conclusion. The Husk's activity index is rising exponentially. It's only a matter of time before the seal completely disintegrates.
Claro, ok. No hay forma de volver a sellarlo. Y si probamos luchar contra la exuvia bestial, ¿hay alguna forma de volver a sellarlo?
Data models indicate the seal's foundation has been thoroughly disrupted by Sapramad's power to manipulate possibility.
Okay.
I'm extrapolating every known variable. I'm working alongside Graphia and the Stellaron Hunter, but it will take time.
Okay.
Based on signal strength alone, it is estimated the Veracity Husk deep within Planar Arcadia will break through its seal and tear open the world and canvas in 8 system hours. When that happens, the planet Ahatopia will be the first force on the menu once the Eons remains awakened. and 12 system hours after that, the entire Consternation star zone will be reduced to a feast for the ravenous.
Entonces se adoptará se convertirá en el primer bocado de los restos de León. Okay.
The Express is the vehicle with the longest known warp range and the greatest carrying capacity. I've already given the order. Perdido Station will clear a priority lane for you. Please proceed to Perdido Station with all haste.
Okay.
Allow the refugees to board and leave Planar Arcadia.
Understood. Better brace ourselves for the most packed ride the Express has ever seen.
Hey.
How much longer can the Elwood's roots hold out? We're running out of time.
We're saved! It's the Astral Express crew!
Sí, sigan corriendo, muévanse.
What just happened? The whole place is shaking like crazy!
The crisis isn't over yet. Hurry! Stay with us! Perdido Station is just up ahead.
Please, everyone, stay safe.
Okay. Hey. Alright. Es lo mismo. Bien. Bien. Okay. Allá. Hay algo allá arriba. Ah, no, ya lo había hecho. Se lo había agarrado, ok. Vamos. Recuerdo que este era uno que ya había hecho. Ok. He looks.
Beep boop! It's the president!
Yay, this is great! While the Furbos and I were helping the security officers move supplies and keep order, I kept wondering when you'd come back. You really made it! Oh, no wonder you're the protagonist. Lucky as always.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought the president had gone out in a blaze of glory!
Dice, derrotamos a Seth Promat. ¿Está todo bien?
Thanks to you, President, everyone's doing great!
Oh, by the way, what about that Cienjo general who set out with you?
No sé cómo explicarlo. Yaoguang
To
desapareció.
log on to Asapramad's clones, General Yao Guang was imprisoned within infinite possibilities. I don't even know if she still exists. I see.
Sí.
Her divination came true after all. But, hey! There's no word she's dead for certain. Which means she's definitely still out there. I'll find a way to bring her back. I'm afraid
Okay.
now's not exactly the time for this. The ground outside is shaking like crazy. Looks like some big trouble is rearing its ugly head. I spotted Miss Kuchiba on a call with my creditor, the esteemed Madame Pearl. They were talking about doing a head count of the refugees and getting everyone aboard the Astral Express. I'd better head back and help them out. Everyone's pitching in and I'd look pretty bad just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. You should go talk to them in the meantime.
Ok.
Madam Pearl, I have to ask. By entrusting this intelligence to us, what exactly is it you're hoping Mr. Ashvale and I will do?
What any good security officer and detective should do. Keep Plain Arcadia safe.
Keep Plain Arcadia safe? We're not even specks of dust in the face of the husk. Come on. This is way beyond anything a security officer and a detective should be dealing with.
This isn't where your battle lies. I'll request that the Astral Express take you to Astropolis. You've arrived 3 minutes ahead of schedule. A good omen.
Por lo visto, tienes un plan.
Interesting. And what would you have us do? File a petition? Stage a protest? To the IPC and all their superiority. We're not even ants worth stepping on.
Pero Perla es de
The intelligence
IPC.
I'm entrusting to you both comes from years of personal investigation. It isn't encrypted, nor does it have to be delivered to the IPC's top brass. I have but one request. Protect Plain Arcadia at all costs. Perhaps you still remember Jade's invitation. A 7-member summit on the Anti-Destruction Alliance is to be convened in Astropolis.
Okay.
I'm hoping the Astral Express can take the refugees from Perdido Station and bring them there. Before the time comes for the husk to break through the seal, I implore you to report the situation in Plain Arcadia to the IPC's top brass and ensure that the preservation's protection is secured.
Garantizar acción de la conservación.
Will the Amber Lord answer our call?
The Amber Lord shall be watching. In 12 system hours, the husk will devour the entire star system, and the IPC's decision will serve as an interpretation and execution of the ideals of the preservation. Their weighted gaze will inevitably fall upon here. What we need is to tip the balance of IPC's decision-making toward protection rather than abandonment.
Entiendo.
Under Klepoth's watchful gaze, Graphia, Silverwolf, and I will reenact the World and Canvas ceremony to block the husk and buy time before it breaks free.
Con Graphia y Silverwolf.
Under Klepoth's watchful gaze, Graphia, Silverwolf, and I will reenact the World and Canvas ceremony to block them. Under Klepoth's watchful gaze, Graphia, Silverwolf, and I will reenact the World and Canvas ceremony to block the husk and...
Okay. Y retrasar su avance.
Madam Pearl, you're not coming with the Express?
No. My duty lies here. I shall stand with Plain Arcadia to the very end. Besides, the artistic realm I've sought for so long is finally smiling upon me. 1,000 years ago, Graphia encanvassed the entire world in that very same moment of peril. Now that I have another chance to put brush to canvas, how could I possibly let it slip away? There's no need to worry about me. I've already made arrangements in Astropolis for the current situation.
Okay. Yo tampoco quiero huir. Yo tampoco quiero huir en un momento así.
I know. The Nameless have always been brave enough to linger in the direst of plights. Running away has never been your style. But that's exactly why I'm asking you to bear this decision. The one that's harder for you than any other.
Okay.
There is still hope. So long as even a single stroke remains to be drawn upon the blank spaces of Fate's canvas, the masterpiece that is Plain Arcadia will not be lost, and the Phantom Moon Games are far from over.
Sí.
No matter how dire things get, we shall find it in ourselves to smile. For this is a ceremony meant to bring joy and miracles to the world. There is still hope. So long as even a single stroke remains to be drawn upon the blank spaces of Fate's canvas, the masterpiece that is Planar Arcadia will not be lost, and the Phantom Moon games are far from over.
La gente pensó que iba a terminar, pero aún no.
Yes. There's still hope. Madame Pearl, I once said that the Trailblaze would serve as the sail for the Anti-Destruction Alliance. And so, in times of fierce winds and rough seas, that's precisely when a sail must do its part. Next, it's time for the Astral Express's War Council. Everyone, we're short on time. Refugees are gathering at Perdido Station, and we need to get them aboard the Express as quickly as possible. March, Sunday. I'm counting on you two for this.
You got it. Leave it to me. I won't leave a single person behind.
Okay.
Once the Express departs, I'll need you to handle navigation and keep things in order on board.
Tú no vas a ir. Pero si yo no soy la piloto.
Haven't you been doing a great job this whole time? From here on out, you'll have to get used to holding the wheel. As for me,
Curioso que los personajes.
I'm the one who set out from this place, and the one who's come back. This is my fight, and mine alone.
Sí.
I'm leaving Madame Pearl's request in your hands.
All right. I'll get the Express and everyone on board safely to the next stop. I won't let...
No te dejes solucionar, no se preocupe.
Feels like we're back to that very first moment when we boarded the Express.
Sí.
Well then, I'll stay behind and help Himiko maintain the Star Blazer.
Sí.
In that case, the duty of protecting the Express falls to me. I'll be clearing the lane when the Express takes off.
Sí. 13 van a quedar aquí. Voy con Marzo, Sunday
One last thing
y...
before we depart. Sunday,
Sunday.
I have a gift for you.
Ah. ¿Dónde lo vas a poner?
As the navigator, I'd like to officially invite you to join the Nameless of the Astral Express.
Ay, Dios.
You could have left at any time, but thank you for staying with us all the way here. You may not be one of the Nameless who solemnly swore their oaths upon the path of the Trailblaze, but I believe the courage you showed standing beside us against Asat Pramod is nobler than any oath ever spoken.
Felicidades, supongo.
Thank you, Miss Himeko. Though Plain Arcadia was not the place I sought, I still believe that somewhere at the end of the road I have yet to walk, there exists something more enduring, something truly worthy of being called an Arcadia. To that end, I'm willing to walk this path with you all, to witness it, and to see it through to the future that awaits us.
Okay.
Everyone, from this moment onward, we each march toward our own battlefields and fight for the survival of this world. But this is no farewell. I won't say goodbye to any of you. Not while we're still walking the same path. This journey leads us starward.
Ok. Este viaje nos llevará hacia las estrellas. Dos equipos.
Once I've taken care of things in Astropolis, I'll head back as soon as I can.
No sin antes unirme a los juegos. A los minijuegos y una carrera y otras cosas. Vacaciones. Pero luego vuelvo lo más rápido posible.
There's still a little more time before departure. Make the most of it and say goodbye to your friends.
3, ok. Vamos.
Senior, I heard the express is heading for Astropolis.
Allá vamos. Magno, ¿no vienes con nosotros?
I've decided to stay.
Ok, bienvenido a Racing, por cierto.
Arcadia is way more dangerous now than it was before.
I know. I'm just an actor who plays a hero. I don't have the kind of powers you all do. But I can stay behind with the IPC security forces and do more. After all, a hero isn't someone who strikes a pose where the biggest crowd is. It's someone who shows up where they're needed the most. It might not be much, but I'll pilot my Mechatron and do whatever I can to help.
Okay.
So, seniors, go on ahead. I'll be fine here. As Cinderborn, I must be the one standing on the front line when disaster strikes.
Bueno, has crecido. Desde más te vale más mantenerte con vida.
I sure will. You guys all stay safe too.
Muere unos minutos después de que nos vamos.
Attention all passengers. The Astral Express will be departing in 10 minutes. Please board without delay.
Late. No, está Silverwolf. Oh, no, house. Más allá. Con Nihilux y luego con Pearl. O Blade, no sé.
Holy for bully! Imaginae are leaving plain Arcadia? I've heard that Imaginae who lose their wish power will vanish in the blink of an eye. Like takeout left outside Mr. Detective's door. God, without a trace.
Don't be silly. Your cuteness will definitely get tons of attention wherever you go. People will shower you with wish power. Anyway, just remember, it'll be fine. You're not gonna die.
Really? But I'm a journalist! Has it finally come to the point where I have to rely on my looks to get by?
¿De verdad estarán bien los Fabulae?
I can't speak for other places out in the middle of nowhere. But Astropolis? That's where Interastral Peace Entertainment is based. And Imaginae there is like a fish back in water.
That's great!
Okay.
We're running out of time, so hop on board, everyone. Mr. Shush has got hot drinks waiting for you all. You'll be safe and sound once you're on the express.
Okay.
Attention all passengers! The Astral Express will be departing in 5 minutes! Please board without delay!
Pearl.
Time is short. It's about time for both you and the Express to depart. I can tell you still have your doubts.
¿Van a salvar los que se quedan?
No human force stands a chance against the husk. but Planar Arcadia itself still harbors many inactive, torn scrolls, or fragments of space that are stable. I'll open every safe space we have, and order the security forces to evacuate the civilians at full capacity.
Okay.
I can't make any promises, but you have my word. I will marshal every last bit of processing power and stake everything I have to fight for their chance at survival.
Okay. ¿Qué harás ahora?
Graphia, Silverwolf, and I have reached an agreement. We're going to repaint the boundary. Using the residual probability disturbances left in the wake of Asat Pramad's dissolution, along with the wish power network across the Arcadia that hasn't yet been consumed by the husk, we will attempt to further fold this world inward by one additional layer. This won't create a haven that lasts forever.
Hey.
It's just a fragile buffer, but perhaps it can buy us one more minute.
Okay. ¿Cómo podemos contactarlos? Ah, no, perdón.
No human form. I can't make any promise.
¿Cómo podemos contactarlos?
If things... How do we get word back to you?
Remember the method you used to communicate with Miss Himiko? The signal of the Nameless is always the fastest and most accurate means of communication in the cosmos.
Okay.
Rest assured, so long as this world hasn't been swallowed whole, I will receive your information nonetheless. The road ahead remains uncertain. I can only wish you all the best on your Trailblaze journey ahead.
Gracias. Maxi. ¿Cosa precisa? ¿Qué es esto? Dice, haz clic en cualquier invitación. Es una de las invitaciones para la taberna. Especial del fin del mundo. Especial del fin del mundo. Festejado por tiempo limitado. Cansado de las penurias y los lamentos. El acceso al refugio temporal, edición festival de la taberna del fin del mundo ya está abierto. El espectáculo de fuegos artificiales del fin del mundo está a punto de empezar. ¿No vienes a tomar una copa? Muestra este código al entrar y disfruta de un orden caótico, barra libre, tal vez aguada. Y un ligerísimo aumento de tu probabilidad de supervivencia. Invitados especiales, todos los desafortunados del universo y tú, afaro limitado. El primero en llegar es el primero en enloquecer. Organiza la fiesta Chispa y Sampo. Invitación especial. Entrada aceptada. ¿Yo también tengo que ir? Miren a la corporación y a ustedes, los anónimos corriendo de un lado al otro. 8.000 por ahora en esas caritas de tragedia intentando salvarlos. Están puesto una mano, como iba el ídolo de todos los chismes a abandonar a sus fans. Ustedes, porque es el fin del mundo, con más razón tenemos que ser super positivos y optimistas. Fíjate bien, pelo gris, deja que te enseñe lo que es refugiarse de forma eficiente. Unos instantes antes, dos bufones paseaban por las calles donde se desataba el apocalipsis.
Open up the tavern! Sampo, you really think the world's end is some kind of public shelter?
I know. Ever since the tavern was first established, it's only ever had one rule. No entry for anyone but fools.
If we just throw the door to the hidden world wide open for anyone, people are gonna be pointing fingers at us. But I own Simpo. Look at this flock of lost sheep with nowhere to go, and I gotta say, my heart's aflutter. End of the world survival. Now that's a market with some serious profit potential.
Sampo, you ought to stitch yourself a mask out of credits. If you've got a soft spot for them, just admit it.
So, it appears our beautiful and kind-hearted Miss Sparksy has some sort of compromise in mind?
Rules may be set in stone, but a fool is anything but. Tavern business cards, special edition. Every single one is laced with my Sparksy virus. Just scatter them around, and whoever picks one up will get a Sparksicle mask.
Brilliant! That basically means everyone's a masked fool from now on. But leave it to me to open the door. Good luck out there.
Alrighty, my dear little Sparks heads, quit moping around. Pull yourselves together and get ready for the next party.
Qué linda Sparks.
An even bigger bash, the Doomsday Sparksicon. Everyone's a guest here. Grab a mask if you feel like it. As for surviving the chaos in this tavern, well, it all comes down to how wild a ride they're willing to have.
What's the deal with these people? Did Sparksy let them in again?
Darn it! Sampo, who told you to open the tavern door to these regular people?
Easy there, young fool. Around here we extend a little grace and a little courtesy to anyone wearing a mask. Besides, I won't be sticking around here for long. Old Simpo will be taking them somewhere safe. Let old Sampo think for a second here. Where should our Doomsday Tour group take our new friends for a little sightseeing? Lushaka? Oh, these old legs can't afford to get rheumatism on top of everything else. Planet Screwlum? Those Intellitrons are way too cold. Wait, cold? Haha, I got it. Stick with moi, everyone.
Tu va a llevar a
For
Bellow.
only 10 credits each. I'll take you somewhere with absolutely gorgeous scenery.
Discretos.
The Bellabog Tour Group is officially open for business.
Masked fools are pretty impressive when they actually get their act together. Guess I'd better pick up the pace too.
Attention all passengers! The Astral Express will be departing in 3 minutes. Please board without delay.
Time to get going.
Esperar un poco más. Digo, por ver si está el... No, ya no está, pero está Kuchiba. Ah, Blade y Kuchiba.
I should get going.
¿Pero dónde vas?
Silverwolf promised Pearl she'd stay behind and help with that world and canvas ceremony. I don't understand what program code and paintbrushes could possibly have in common. Nor do I have any idea what calculations are running through her head. She gave her answer and chose to stay. And so will I. After all, this is exactly why I joined the Phantasmoon Games. Ever since I received this body bestowed by the Abundance. This is the first time I'm fighting not against death, but to preserve a single moment. It's been a long time since I've allowed myself to act on my own impulses in a world where no script dictates the outcome.
Blade, cuídate.
You too.
Okay. No. Ok. Ashbel y Kuchiba. Okay.
Medicine, food, thermal blankets. This is the last crate. Madame Pearl told us there'd be people in Astropolis to receive the refugees.
Okay.
But we should still bring some emergency supplies just in case. Better safe than sorry.
Ok, listo. Para que los envíe a Astrópolis.
The Marketing Development Department and the Technology Department left behind one hell of a mess before she took over this world. And she wants to hand over every last shred of evidence she's gathered over the years to us, so we can deliver it right under the IPC's nose.
Okay.
Never thought I'd end up moonlighting as a delivery man at the end of the day.
Well, it's not too far off from the Galaxy Ranger playbook, delivering evidence of the bad guys' crimes right to their doorstep, gift wrapped with a few bullets.
Based on what I know about the IPC and how they operate, she's basically handed us a hot potato.
Cross-world law enforcement. That's a bit beyond the scope of anyone's jurisdiction. But judging by the look on your face, I'd say this isn't much of a hot potato at all. More like a ripe, sweet fruit just waiting to be picked.
Otra vez la misma frase.
Everyone, the express is ready for departure. Please bring the remaining supplies and the last of the evacuees aboard as soon as possible.
Okay. Vamos. Grill Express. Grill Express. Vamos.
Himiko, Don Hong, Mr. Yang, hang in there. I'll be back to help as soon as I can.
Después de los juegos.
No matter how many obstacles lie ahead, no matter how many solutions I must try, I will win the support we need, bring the preservation's aid to this place, and put an end to the threat of the veracity.
We believe in you.
Don't worry about us. We're counting on you now.
No se preocupen, no me preocuparé tanto.
We'll hold out until the moment you return with good news.
Okay.
No navigator is born knowing where the destination lies. The moment a nameless turns their gaze toward a destination not yet reached, they become the navigator of their own journey. Everyone, it's time for departure.
Attention all passengers! The express will be departing in 1 minute!
Ok. En marcha. Más nada que decir. Ok, bueno.
The express is about to make the jump! The express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on!
Ok. Puerto escena, supongo. Sí. Está queriendo tragarse el expreso. Ah.
Goodness! How could it end here? Let me give you a hand.
Ajá. Déjenme darles una mano. Ajá.
Express system diagnostics in progress. All passengers, please remain calm and stay where you are.
Ajá.
Is everyone okay?
Sí, estoy bien. Sí, estoy bien.
For a moment, I thought I was a goner back there.
I think I'm getting a little motion sick.
You're lucky you can even feel motion sick. We almost didn't make it back there. Did you guys see that giant hand sweep past the window? It just came down from the sky and swatted the Phantom Moon away.
Ah, sí.
I wasn't paying attention to that. All I saw was Don Hung and Miss Himiko fighting to clear a path for us.
Conductor, what about things over in Plain Arcadia?
Relax. So long as no one's in a rush to charge head first into the beast's maw, your friends still have time to hold their own.
Asad Pramat.
What's going on? Who's talking?
Asad Pramat. Asad Pramat. El dado. Asad Pramat.
Why would you bring something like that back here?
Era un regalo. Asad Pramat dijo que también era como un premio.
I heard that too, but I never thought you'd actually have the guts to take it. That's the head of a Lord Ravager we're talking about here.
It's hard to say whether Asat Pramad's head is that hand, or this die.
We've got enough trouble as it is. The Astral Express does not welcome it.
Dear conductor, don't you think that's a little harsh?
Thanks to you, the Express has had more close calls with death than Pop Pop can count. Don't make Pop Pop find a blender and turn you into a smoothie.
It's all over now, conductor. I'm just a die left behind by Asat Pramad, a harmless toy that can't even move on its own.
Oye, Boreo. Bobeo.
I see. How did things end up like this?
Life is full of surprises, I suppose. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
No, no lo sientes.
To make up for everything I've caused the Express, how about I go back to my old line of work as IC? You might think of me as a little teaching tool. Whenever the young trailblazer needs some tempering or craves a little excitement on a dull stretch of the journey, just toss me up in the air. Just as I always have, I'll bring you a one-of-a-kind trial of probability. After all, learning to stay true to your path amidst chaos and the unexpected, that's one of the most important lessons for the Nameless, isn't it? Roll a 1, and I'll generate astral charts plotting a course straight to the Antimatter Legion's war fort. Roll a 2, and for the next hour, every beverage on the Express will be replaced with high-energy fuel, or Von Walk's iron-eating stomach acid.
Vas a hablar. Mejor lo guardo.
Please, just find a rag and wrap it up.
I can tell. Back when IC, the Starseer, was around, the Nameless never lacked the opportunity to go on an adventure.
Times have changed. Passenger with Himiko away, you'll need to step up and take on the role of acting navigator.
¿Qué es lo que debo hacer?
Calibrating the warp jump to Astropolis is gonna take a little more time. Why don't you head to the party car and check in on everyone? Those passengers who just escaped must still have their hearts in their mouths. Go bring them a hot drink and say a few comforting words. Let them know that now they're aboard the Express, everything's going to be okay.
Okay.
Leave it to us, conductor.
Okay. Ok. Habla con tus compañeros.
Acting navigator, what's up?
Entonces, ¿qué tipo de persona era Yaveo?
The IC of old was a navigator who'd patiently listen to everyone's opinions, one who believed the journey itself mattered more than the destination. He always managed to take the Express on routes that led to the strangest worlds, and somehow he always managed to drag us into the most terrifying trouble, too.
Por diversión.
When Akavili fell, those were the darkest days for the Express. The star rail dimmed, supplies were cut off, and many people left. But he stayed and even mentored reliable successors like Falcon Amundsen. How did he end up like this? From the person he was back then?
¿De dónde salió exactamente ese dado?
It's a curio he's kept on him since long before he became a navigator. He says the die was a blessing from Aha, capable of toying with probability on a whim. Icy always liked to roll the die before deciding on a route. And wherever it landed, it never failed to bring us unexpected luck and misfortune. Pom-Pom still remembered this one time when the die sent the Express straight into a graveyard of anti-organic vanguards left over from the Emperor's war period. Nearly got everyone on board wiped out. Luckily, Falcon rolled a big number and all those ghost vanguards wandering around just shut down on the spot. Even though Icy always said misfortune tempers the nameless, everyone's blood pressure still went up and down right along with that die. That thing is way too dangerous. You gotta be careful with it.
Quiero tirar. Ya veo ganas de tirar el dado. Eso es todo.
Whoa, before Pom-Pom knew it, all those memories just came flooding back. Anyway, Pom-Pom's got work to do. Now hurry along to the party car. Everyone's been waiting for you.
Wait.
Himeko, Dunhung, Mr. Yang, come in. Please respond. Does anyone copy? Why is the signal still so bad?
¿Alguna respuesta? Deberías confiar en ellos. ¿Alguna respuesta?
No. The group chat's dead silent. Like it's broken or something. Do you think they might have...
Miss March, sometimes no news simply means they're still in the fight. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I know. But I can't help it.
Sí. Tengo que llegar a Astrópolis lo antes posible. Lo único que debemos hacer es cumplir con lo que nos encomendaron.
For the time being, the only thing we can do is get to Astropolis. The sooner, the better. The sooner we finish what Pearl asked of us, the sooner we can get back and reinforce them.
Yeah, you're right. Standing around worrying isn't gonna do any good. Come on, let's go check on everyone in the car. And then, full speed ahead to Astropolis.
I'll accompany you. Back in Penacony, easing worries and soothing troubled hearts was practically my day job.
Ok. Ya vengo, amigos míos, voy a ir al sanitario. Ya un cosístico. Regreso. Vamos.
March, Sunday. Time to head over to the party car and check on the refugees.
Okay. Oh, hay más gente de lo que pensé. Ok. Okay.
I got separated from my child.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Daddy, where are we going?
We'll go home soon, I promise.
Little one, I'm afraid we'll have to find somewhere safer. Think of it as being a brave explorer for a little while.
Explore?
Even heroes in stories have to retreat sometimes before they can find the weapon to beat the big bad monster. So we gotta be brave. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm gonna be a brave explorer. Some people look miserable. Others are crying. The mood around here feels so heavy. Their homeland is about to be destroyed by some unknown catastrophe. And they're being forced to leave everything behind. Far from home. To a strange world on the other side of the cosmos. Everyone's on edge. Not knowing what the next moment might bring. What are we supposed to do?
Fear is contagious. It spreads from one person to the next. One person cries, and 10 more start to panic. Let me try using my tuning to soothe these people. Strange. I can't sense their feelings anymore. The power bestowed upon me by the Mask of Elation. It's gone? Is it because we're outside of Plain Arcadia now?
You got this, protagonist.
Solo dependemos de nosotros.
Tuning might relieve them from panic for a while, but it won't help them see the situation for what it really is. These people don't need some lofty, out-of-reach promise. All we need to give them is a clear, safe next step.
Sí. Eliminar su miedo al futuro. Disipar sus preocupaciones por su hogar.
I know that some of you still have loved ones back in your homeland. And some are grieving for all that it's been through. But Plain Arcadia is still standing. Its light still shines on the Express's astral charts. Because there are still many brave souls fighting on that land. The Nameless, the Stellaron Hunters, the Masked Fools, and, of course, Madame Pearl.
But is there truly any way to stop those things crawling out from underground?
Ganaremos.
Everyone! The Astral Express just took down a Lord Ravager, and the ones still there in Plain Arcadia are none other than her most trustworthy companions.
I have faith in them. The same way I have faith in everyone here in this car right now. They haven't given up on this world. We cannot allow ourselves to be overcome by fear or despair.
Everyone, once we reach Astropolis safely, we can bring the crisis in Plain Arcadia to the attention of more powerful forces across the cosmos. And when that happens, everything taking place on this planet will receive the reinforcements it desperately needs. And that's what this journey is all about. Carrying the spark of hope out there for those fighting the good fight.
Eliminar su miedo al futuro.
So, where we're headed, is it safe?
I know how it feels to be uprooted from your homeland on such short notice. Heading to a world you've never seen. It's only natural for people to feel scared. Our destination is hardly some dangerous, uncharted wasteland. Astropolis is one of the major worlds under the IPC, equipped with comprehensive shelter facilities and legal protections. Not only will everyone be safe there, but you'll also be provided with temporary housing and living supplies. Once the crisis in Plain Arcadia has been resolved, the IPC will arrange for each one of you to be returned home.
Really? You sure those bigwigs at the IPC won't just treat us like a bunch of rats and slam the door in our faces?
Wow. La señora Perla ya se encargó de eso.
Madame Pearl has already arranged everything for you all. Plain Arcadia is a member of the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. The IPC has an obligation to ensure the safety of Plain Arcadia when it faces a crisis.
Espérese.
Madame Pearl has already arranged everything for you all. Plain Arcadia is a member of the Pan-Cosmic Trade System.
Aquí hay un error.
Plain Arcadia is a member of the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. The IPC has an obligation to ensure the safety.
El diálogo se escuchó extraño ahí, ni siquiera voy a mentir.
Plain Arcadia is a member of the Pan-Cosmic Trade System. The IPC has an obligation to ensure the safety of Plain Arcadia when it faces a crisis.
Astropolis. I've heard of that place. It should be safe.
With the Trailblazer's strength, she wouldn't lie to us, would she?
We need to get the children out. The Astral Express.
We're definitely trying to help.
Nice work.
Hago lo que puedo.
Now that the tide of panic has receded, everyone's got, well, a solid rock to stand on, to say the...
Por decirlo así. Ya saben, alguien trabaja en el equipo de los tres. Eso es que soy bastante buena con las palabras.
Oh, really? So all those times you don't talk, you're just acting cool?
Supongo.
In any case, we can deal with whatever trouble the future throws at us after we get to Astropolis.
Attention, everyone. Calibration is complete. The Express will be warping to Astropolis shortly. For your safety, please find the nearest seat and buckle up.
Sounds like the conductor's all set. Let's grab it.
Ok, ups. Un asiento. Nico, Dan, Han, Welt, están todos bien. Bondan, si me reciben. En marzo, creo que sea recibido. Todos estamos bien. Estamos bien. Han confirma que están a salvo. No te preocupes por nosotros. Acabamos de repeler una oleada de monstruos con tentáculos que emergían del subsuelo. Uf, por cierto, ¿de verdad tenemos que ir a Astrópolis? No es por nada, es solo que la corporación me da mucha confianza. Podemos intentar pedir ayuda a Shans o a la estación espacial de la señora Herta. También lo estuve pensando. En términos de distancia, Shans y la estación espacial Herta están demasiado lejos. El tiempo premia. Así que nuestra mejor opción de rescate sigue siendo el plan de ir a Astrópolis. Más que la distancia, el verdadero problema es que la Arcadia forma parte de la red comercial de la corporación. Según el acuerdo comercial interestelar, la corporación tiene prioridad absoluta sobre ella. Una facción externa interviene a la fuerza podría desatar un caos legal diplomático muy complejo. En ese caso, nos queda otra. Alexia, te encargo la misión de navegación. No te preocupes, me haré cargo. Pues me haré cargo. Lo sé, confío en ti. La situación es crítica. Apoyaremos cualquier decisión que tomes. He visto las señales débiles en este momento. Compruebe la conexión. Fin de la conexión. Ok.
Engines prime.
Okay.
We're ready to depart at any time.
Himiko. Don Hong. Mr. Yang.
Van a estar bien.
Please hang in there and stay safe. You have to wait for me to come back.
Pase lo que pase, en marcha. Después de hacer la fiesta y eso, voy a volver después. Wow, no pensé que tuviera esa forma.
So that giant cube is...
Astrópolis.
Attention, all passengers. The warp jump is complete. We have arrived safely at Astropolis.
Al fin llegamos.
So what are we supposed to do next?
Vamos.
Himeko and Mr. Yang always make it look so easy. Like it's just step 1, 2, 3. But now that they're gone, I end up completely flustered.
Tenemos que hacer lo mismo. Empecemos con una reunión de estrategia.
As per tradition, every time the Express makes a stop, we Nameless gather first to decide on our next course of action.
Incoming encrypted transmission from Astropolis.
Esa voz.
Looks like our discussion will have to be put on hold.
Friends of the Astral Express, you're finally here. I've been receiving intermittent hyperspace transmissions from Pearl. I'm now up to speed on the emergency in Plain Arcadia, where the husk is about to break free.
Himeko and Madame Pearl, are they okay?
Based on the timestamps, they were still fighting as of right before your arrival here.
Okay.
I'll authorize landing clearance for you immediately, and have someone sent to receive you. Welcome to Astropolis. I've also made proper arrangements for accommodating the refugees. Please have the representative from the Department of Aberration Defense coordinate with them.
Okay.
It's rare to see Madame Jade without a trace of a smile on her face.
Well, you know what they say. The fewer the words, the bigger the trouble. I'll go notify the conductor and get the docking car ready.
And I'm going to inform Miss Nilux, Mr. Ashvale, and Miss Kuchiba. We'll need their help getting everyone settled in.
Friends, the docking car is standing by and ready to roll.
Let's head out once you're all set.
Okay. Escuche. Curioso porque en los cortos de escena yo vi que como que nos estrellamos en una parte, no fue que como que fue como que aparecimos ni nada. No fue como que no fue como que nos dieron para aterrizar, sino que como que nos estrellamos, entramos bruscamente, a lo que quiero decir. Bueno, supongo que eso es lo que había visto. Astrópolis simplemente es una expansión de Plan Arcadia, supongo. Sí.
So, this is Astropolis? Trampolines, beach volleyball, and the smell of barbecue wafting in from who knows where. Guess this is what vacations are all about.
We just barely escaped with our lives. And now we're suddenly greeted by this scene of peace and prosperity. It feels surreal. Like stepping back into Penacony all over again. For the people of Astropolis, the events unfolding in plain Arcadia still seem like a distant affair.
Sí.
It's hard to imagine what will go through their heads when they hear the news of the Veracity Husk's revival.
From what I know, even if the news spread far and wide, most people in Astropolis would carry on surfing, sipping coffee, and dining on elegantly plated meals at open-air restaurants without batting an eye.
After all, this is the vacation resort for IPC executives. Once people get parasitized by a certain kind of power, they always have this delusion that the fire will never burn its way to them.
The refugees on the Express can't just sit around twiddling their thumbs. We need to report this to the Astropolis authorities ASAP. Just leave that to Mr. Ashvale and me.
Sounds like a plan. Now let's get moving. And don't forget to bring Mr. N along. His brain works faster than the two of ours put together.
Oh, wait. Take me along, too. Everyone's got something to attend to. How can I just sit here doing nothing?
Well, that won't be necessary. You see... right. As the Astral Express's biographer, your comic's still running, isn't it? You wouldn't want to miss out on the Express crew's adventures in Astropolis, would you?
A fair point. But I can't just keep being a walking camera, can I?
Miss Nihilux, we understand how you feel. But the work Ashvale and I have ahead of us is incredibly tedious. And we'll no doubt be up against Astropolis's massive bureaucratic machine. Please just leave all the bickering and legwork to us.
Those two acting all hush-hush. Are they on some kind of secret mission or what?
Madam Jade said she'd send someone to receive us. So, where's the guy?
Hey! Hello!
Roberto.
I've been waiting forever and you didn't even notice me. It's me, your avian buddy Albert.
Albert.
Did you guys see that? One of the cars just came flying out like a surfboard.
Have you heard? Someone's got a transit.
Vamos.
Who are these people?
¿Cómo estás?
Surprise! Didn't see that coming, did you?
No. ¿Pero de qué?
Mr. Owlbert, what are you doing here?
After all those episodes of Keep It Up with Star Rail, don't tell me you still didn't know the show's physical studio is right here in Astropolis.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to get away from my mountain of work? All because Madam Jade asked me personally to come pick you up. Speaking of old friend of the Astro Express.
Todos los episodios de Hacia las Estrellas. Wait, what?
What's it being all secret about anyway? I'm a pretty big deal in Astropolis, you know. Fine. Can't you give me just a teensy little hint?
Lo siento mucho, Alberto. Lo siento mucho, Alberto.
Hoo. I see. It sounds like a hoot. Not like a hoot. The only hoots I give are literal ones. Anyway, I'll pry no more.
Wordplay? Seriously? At a time like this? Unbelievable.
Easy there, young lady. There's no rush. Just follow me. We'll cut through the Kenna Seaside Park, and Madame Jade will be waiting for you somewhere a little more convenient. In the meantime, allow me to give you a grand tour of the city of converging stars along the way. Its sights, its culture, the whole shebang. Joey.
Okay. So.
Speaking of which, why is this place called the Kenna Park? Ta-da! The answer is... The administrator of Astropolis is named Kenneth Arita, and he's the one who designed this seaside park.
Oh.
All right. We're not here for sightseeing. Can we just put the tour guide act on hold for now?
Okay.
There are 3 things I shall never do.
Hey.
Here we are. Just head up this way. Madame Jade's waiting for you on the hotel desk.
The Tide of Terminator Grand Hotel, huh? So this is the spot Madame Jade picked. Pretty tucked away, I gotta say.
Wait, you've been here before?
Well, I did actually live here for a while back in the day. You know how it is. As a comic artiste, my greatest talent is traveling around the world, alternating between field research and deadline crunches.
Every time I do an interview, I can't help but envy you guests who get to travel far and wide and rack up all those amazing experiences. Sadly, work is like an invisible birdcage that I just can't seem to get away from. Well, the mission Madame Jade assigned to me is all wrapped up. Much as I hate to say goodbye to you all, I gotta be on my way and get back to recording the show. Before I head out, I hope you don't mind me asking, Trailblazer, since you grace Astropolis with your presence, would the Keep It Up with Star Rail production team have the honor of interviewing you and your friends?
Me encantaría.
Really? That'd be great! Well, I'll take my leave. Hope your chat goes smoothly!
Okay. Okay.
Hey, why does interplanar jump here in Astropolis tip?
Ah, ya, okay.
No.
Come to think of it, I think I might have also spotted some Imagine along the way.
Ah, ya. Ya sé. Ah, ya. Tiene...
Spacesuits? Jetpacks? Well, aren't we keeping up with the times?
Ven. Ven. Cambio de forma. Mejora de miembro. Ok. Ya veo. Listo. Vamos.
We're going way too fast. I'm getting dizzy.
Listo. Wow. Qué divertido está eso. Vamos. Ok, vamos. Ok.
It's been a while, Nameless. And Mr. Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday is also an official member of the Express now.
Sí.
Sounds like a lot went down during the Phantasmoon games.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nihilux, a comic artist. You must be Madame Jade. I've heard so much about you.
Is that so? You look familiar. Have we met somewhere before?
Oh, not surprising at all. I'm sure you must have read my masterpiece, Fluffy Across the Blue. Either that or you've seen one of my on-camera interviews.
Someone help! Please get Miss Blurry and her zero boundaries energy out of here.
The Fluffy. Yes. Pearl has mentioned that comic to me before. But what we need to discuss next has nothing to do with comics. So if you wouldn't mind excusing us.
Fair enough, but I'm guessing whatever you're about to discuss is closely tied to Plain Arcadia. That place is my home, and its future will be determined by the IPC's decisions. I think I have the right to remain here. For as long as I can remember, I've been a bystander, recording other people's stories with my brush. But this time, my sketches, my home, they're all part of that world that's falling apart. At least let me witness the very moment that decides its destiny. Please, don't make me beg.
Deja que se quede. Nihilux es de fiar.
There are 8 system hours before the husk of veracity breaks through the seal. Pearl's transmission conveyed both her resolve and her plan to save them. She intended to invoke the gaze of the Amber Lord and borrow the power of preservation to encanvas Plain Arcadia once more, buying time against the husk's breakthrough. To that end, she was willing to offer up her cornerstone. But before her message could come through, someone within the IPC, as if they had already seen it coming, issued an early warning about the husk in Plain Arcadia spiraling out of control. At the same time, the one who issued the warning proposed a targeted plan: weaponize the Veracity's husk and transform it into a weapon against destruction. In which case, we would not only neutralize the threat posed by the husk, but also eliminate Nanook's minions once and for all. Perhaps even wound the Eon themselves. By comparison, Pearl's proposal looks more like it's just stalling an inevitable catastrophe.
Convert the husk into a weapon? If we do that, all of Plain Arcadia would cease to exist, wouldn't it?
Once that happens, then Himiko and the others will...
No abandonaremos a nuestros compañeros, y mucho menos abandonaremos a Plain Arcadia.
My friends, 2 Stellaron hunters, Madame Pearl, and countless citizens out there are still fighting for Plain Arcadia. As long as there's a chance to help them, as long as there's still a glimmer of hope, I'll pay any price without hesitation. But there is one price I refuse to pay: their lives.
So, who proposed this plan anyway?
Oswaldo, from the Marketing Development Department.
That monster! Does he have even an ounce of humanity?
Human nature isn't even my main concern here. I'm more doubtful about whether this plan can actually work. I mean, was there really not a single person at the IPC who stood up and asked that guy if this plan even had a snowball's chance of working?
Of course there was. But standing behind Oswaldo was none other than Miss Yabali from the Technology Department. As the de facto leader of the Intelligentsia Guild, Yabali has spent years researching this technology. She's staking her personal reputation on seeing it put into practice. I assume you noticed the presence of Imagine on your journey here.
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
They're not visitors who migrated from Plain Arcadia, but homegrown products of Astropolis itself.
Es hora de Yabali. Hora de Yabali.
I've heard that the birth of Imagine is closely tied to the unique properties of Ahatopia. Could it be that Ms. Yabali really has gotten her hands on some earth-shattering secret?
It's hard to say, but there's no doubt she's conducted extensive research into both the husk and Imagenesis. Her claim that she can manipulate the husk of veracity doesn't seem to be some spur-of-the-moment delusion.
Even if she could harness the veracity, that's not exactly preservation, is it? Aren't you all followers of the Amber Lord?
Little girl, the IPC indeed walks the path of preservation. That much is true, but the IPC is made up of individuals, each with their own idea of what preservation actually means. Should the preservation be about protecting individual lives and homes, or safeguarding the prosperity and order of the universe as a whole? That's a debate the IPC has never stopped having. Compared to the Anti-Destruction Alliance strategy, which would require endless coalition building and diplomatic maneuvering, the proposal to weaponize the husk holds far more appeal. It offers a radical, efficient approach that would dramatically showcase the IPC's power, and the prospect of harnessing the fragments of a fallen Eon. This alone was enough to send many a colleague of mine with a taste for grand narratives.
Grand indeed. But I fear that when the time comes, Yabali and Oswaldo may end up creating something far more terrifying than Nanook.
From what I understand, no matter how many people support or oppose it, the proposal still has to be put to a vote by the heads of the IPC's 7 departments before it can be implemented.
Sí. ¿Cuántas personas se oponen? ¿Cuántas personas se pondrán de nuestra parte?
I've secured the support of Madame Skardai from the Business Consolidation Department and Zazad from the Talent Motivation Department.
Wait a minute. Let me write down all these names and departments.
Dice, más vale una buena pluma que una buena memoria. La estructura departamental de la Corporación para la Paz Interestelar es demasiado compleja. Mejor lo anoto en mi libreta por si acaso. Notas breves sobre la estructura departamental de la corporación que hasta 7 de marzo puede entender. En primer lugar están las facciones que se oponen a nosotros y apoyan la armamentización de la exuvia bestia. Departamento de Desarrollo de Mercados, director Oswald Eschner, el mayor propulsor del proyecto de armamentización de la exuvia bestia de la voracidad y podría decirse el principal culpable. A este individuo solo se le conoce como el camaleón. Recurre a métodos crueles y hace lo que sea para ascender en su departamento. En su afán por conseguir un puesto entre los 7 miembros de la junta directiva, siempre ha sido un rival acérrimo de Diamond, del departamento de inversiones estratégicas. Según mi experiencia al tratar con él, la conclusión es mejor tener el menor contacto posible con esta persona. Pero por lo visto es un oponente inevitable para nosotros en Astrópolis. Departamento de Tecnología, directora Yavali. La señora Yavali proporciona el soporte técnico del plan de armatización de la exuvia bestia y dirige la mayor base de investigación científica de la corporación al Instituto de Ciencias de la Vida. Al mismo tiempo, gracias a los intercambios tecnológicos con la sociedad de conocimiento, la influencia de Yavali ha penetrado en el interior de la sociedad, convirtiéndola en quien ejerce el control real de la sociedad del conocimiento. Departamento de Logística de Materiales de Construcción dirigido por Taravan Kene. Taravan dirige el transporte y la logística de la corporación. Sí, soy extranjero. Soy de Costa Rica. Soy de Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Me parece un bot. Bot. Parece un bot. Ok. Darwin dirige el transporte y la logística de la corporación. Su flota logística se encuentra... Sí, soy de Sudamérica. Sí, soy de Sudamérica. ¿Entiendes español o qué? Terreno dirige el transporte y la logística de la corporación. Su flota logística se encarga de transportar materiales de construcción del Señor del Ámbar, lo que le otorga un puesto en los 7 miembros de la Junta Directiva. El circuito de carreras, gravedad y velocidad estelar de Astrópolis también es una de sus inversiones. Se desconoce qué condiciones ofrece Oswald para convencer a Tarban de colaborar con él. Además de las carreras, a Tarban le apasiona la comida. Es un verdadero glotón. No sé el español. No importa, no importa, no importa. Estoy usando un traductor para hablar contigo. ¿Eres un bot? Pues eso es un... Porque tu nombre es solo username. Username y un número, así que... es un verdadero glotón. Te dice que su nave privada está equipada con una silla reclinada que se abate 180 grados. Y además, siempre necesita que 3 empleados de la corporación formen una escalera humana para que pueda subir y bajar. Se me aprietan los puños de verdad. Es un ricachón indignante. Luego están las facciones que se oponen a la romantización de la exuvia bestial y abogan por un plan Arcadia entre en el y que abogan porque plan Arcadia entre en el cuadro. Departamento de Investigación Estratégicas Diamante. Esta vez Diamante no apareció en persona. La señora Jade, como representante del Departamento de Investigación Estratégicos, ya nos ha dejado claras sus intenciones, ya sea para proteger a Perla, que también forma parte de los 10 corazones de piedra, para defender la postura de la conservación, o para competir con Asuoldo por un puesto entre los 7 miembros de la junta directiva. El Departamento de Inversiones Estratégicas ya es el mayor aliado del Expreso Astral en Astrópolis y también nos ha proporcionado información de vital importancia. Creo que la colaboración de esta vez sea todo un éxito, pero ¿qué aspecto tendrá Diamante en realidad? Hasta la señora Jade guarda un absoluto secreto al respecto. Tengo muchísima curiosidad. El departamento motivacional de talentos tiene dos directores, Mitojin Raj Assad y Jan Shilwo. En el departamento con la red es el departamento con la red de inteligencia más densa de la corporación. La entidad de Assad es un misterio. Es experto en extraer información ajena, pero protege la suya celosamente. Por su parte, el señor Jan Shilwo hace honor a su nombre, actúa como un juez implacable y se dice que es un nativo de Shanso. Menos mal que ya ha dejado clara su postura de apoyarnos. De lo contrario, al no estar Dan Han aquí, esta vez no tendríamos manera de valernos de su prestigio para poder hablar una conversación. Directora del Departamento de Consolidación de Negocios, señora Ojo Marcado. El Departamento de Consolidación de Negocio cuenta con muchísimos empleados. Representan nada más que el 45% de toda la corporación. Por su parte, la señora Ojo Marcado es famosa por ser la cazatalentos más exitosa y ha colaborado con espectáculos para la paz interestelar del Departamento de Proyecto tradicionales para lanzar al estrellado e incontables superestrellas del cosmos. Su aspecto nunca se ha revelado. Algunos afirman que es una belleza universal de actitud arrogante, mientras que otros aseguran que es poco atractiva y que por eso le entusiasma explorar la juventud y la belleza de los artistas de la corporación mediante controles crueles. Mientras explotar, no explorar, y poco atractiva, y que su aspecto nunca se ha revelado. Algunos afirman que es una belleza universal de actitud arrogante, mientras que otros aseguran que es poco atractiva y que por eso le entusiasma explotar la juventud y la belleza de los artistas de la corporación mediante controles crueles. Diga lo que diga la gente, para una mujer que ha alcanzado semejante posición, su apariencia es probablemente el detalle menos importante. Espera, ¿no son 7 departamentos? ¿Qué falta uno?
You don't need to remember all that. All you need to know is this. The score is 3-3. For the time being, we're tied.
¿Y el séptimo?
Whew. Thank goodness. Sounds like things haven't gone completely off the rails just yet.
Wait, 7 departments, 7 votes. Did someone abstain?
The power to cast the deciding vote fell into the hands of Mr. Arita from the Traditional Project Department. Instead of tipping his hand at the meeting, he postponed the vote. And in 5 system hours from now, he will give his answer at the internal decision-making conference.
How long? 5 system hours?
In other words, It's only a matter of 5 hours before Plain Arcadia gets canvassed again. Or becomes a total sacrifice to the weaponized husk.
And our goal is to convince the undecided Mr. Arita?
Precisely.
Sí. ¿Dónde podemos encontrarlo?
As a matter of fact, he refuses to meet with anyone, especially lobbyists from within the IPC. Arita is the most senior of the 7 department heads, and the most low-profile one among them all. Apart from showing up to make calls at key moments, his schedule is never made public. A big man like that prefers to call the shots from behind the scenes, not step into the spotlight to debate with his subordinates.
Then what if it were the Nameless of the Express requesting an audience? Would there be even a sliver of a chance?
It's a long shot, but I guess we could give it a try. I've already dispatched a team of field specialists to track down his movements today. I'm sure one of them will report back with a lead soon.
¿Cómo será ahorita? ¿Cómo será ahorita?
I'll talk Arita around. No matter what it takes.
Sí.
Fate of billions is at stake. My friends' lives included. That's all the reason I need to keep fighting for this. I believe Madame Pearl shares the same conviction. But make no mistake. Just because I'm giving this everything I've got doesn't mean I'm fully siding with the Strategic Investment Department. I refuse to let the fate of billions become a bargaining chip in the IPC's internal power struggles. The fate of billions is at stake. My friends' lives included. That's all the reason I need to keep fighting for this. I believe Madame Pearl shares the same conviction, and that is why she has my respect.
I understand.
Sí.
I swear by my cornerstone that what I place upon the scales this time is my unconditional trust and support. You have my word, so please rest assured. To ensure you all have a proper base of operations, I'll arrange an office in Lodestar Tower, the central hub of Astropolis. You're welcome to convene there to discuss the matters ahead. Well then, I shall take my leave.
Sí. Cofre.
Not a mimic. Not interested.
Ah. Por alguna razón recordó a Meltis o de la Fe y Gran Orden en verano. No sé por qué. Vámonos.
No. 5 system hours? That's all there is to decide the fate of an entire world?
Mhm. Conozco esto, no se preocupe.
What kind of people does Jade send into the field?
Probably people who are good at staying under the radar, I assume.
Y ahora vamos aquí a ver qué pasa. Ese no. Solo puedo poner en estos 3, ok. Ahí está. Oops. Flexible. Ups. Oops. Oops. King. 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 ¿Qué es todo eso? Hola, soy el especialista enviado por la señorita Jade. Ya he encontrado información importante sobre el paradero del objetivo. Para evitar que intercepten palabras clave en la comunicación, no menciones nombres de la conversación. No menciones nombres en la conversación. Ya tengo pistas sobre la situación actual del objetivo. Por favor, reúnete conmigo lo antes posible.
They've got intel already? Madam Jade's team really is something else.
They want us to meet at a restaurant. Sounds like they found where Arita's been dining.
So we just barge in and ask for a meeting? Would Arita even agree to see us?
Tenemos que verlo de todos modos.
It's not exactly ideal to show up with a crowd when requesting an audience with someone important. How about this? She and I will head out, while March and Miss Nihilux go on ahead to the Lodestar Tower and get settled in. What do you...
Fair enough. If I tagged along, I'd probably put my foot in it and make things harder for you two anyway.
Lleven a los... lleven a los osipaches para que se instalen.
We can't delay any longer. Let's split up and get moving. Oh, right. This is my first time teaming up with you, huh, Sunny?
Missing Don Hung already? Don't worry. I'll try not to hold you back.
¿Qué es esto? Espero veo.
Is the meeting spot somewhere around here?
Is this all Astropolis has?
Wait, that figure. Is that you, Scott? You're still alive?
No, está muerto, es un fantasma.
Keep it down, for crying out loud. Can't you see I'm in the middle of a secret mission here? Thanks to your immense generosity, I, Scott, have come back from death, and now I'm back to repay the favor.
And this is...
Oh, almost forgot. This is an old acquaintance of mine, Mr. Scott.
You're the IPC victim from the bloodbath in Dovebrook.
Sí, es un fantasma ahora.
So, Mr. Scott, how exactly did you survive?
No sobrevivió, es un fantasma.
Wasn't it all thanks to you screaming about getting revenge for me in front of everyone?
No. Yo jamás dije eso.
Oh, please. Would I ever lie to you? Shall we run it back on the VCR?
This one is for Scott! And this one... This is for everyone you've tormented! All right, I said it. So what? Kinda starting to regret it.
Well, it's too late for regrets now. After Interastral Peace Entertainment broadcast that fight, everyone started asking the same thing. Who's Scott?
Y un fantasma se creó.
When I was alive, I never imagined I'd ever have that kind of insane clout. That's probably why one day I suddenly woke up in my office in Astropolis as if everything had just been a dream.
It seems wish power doesn't only take effect in plain Arcadia. It can work in Astropolis too.
Dejemos la charla a un lado.
My fault? I've been rambling on about everything except what actually matters. But how lucky am I? I just got back from hell, and already I have a chance to repay your kindness. Madam Jade asked me to share what I know about Arita with the two of you.
So, Mr. Scott, you know of Arita's whereabouts?
Of course! The many secrets of Astropolis are practically pinned on a public bulletin board for a wallflower like me. Someone who can slip through walls and go completely unnoticed. I sneaked a peek at Arita's secretary's shredder and pieced together his itinerary.
Okay.
Mr. Arita will be dining at this upside-down restaurant today.
Dice, admira invitación para comer en el restaurante patas arriba. Admira los paisajes más bellos, una degustación de 1000 manjares. Estimado señor Arita, gracias por elegir comer en el restaurante patas arriba. Salón reservado, salón 10. Número de personas 1. Fecha de reservación, día XX del mes XX del año XX de la era del ámbar, a las X horas de la noche. Para ofrecer un mejor servicio, le recomendamos que nuestro encargado exclusivo de platería seleccione su menú con antelación según sus necesidades. Además, se incluyen los siguientes platos nuevos limitados de hoy: queso de escamas de dragón, ensalada de hongos, médula ósea de bestia gigante y lidovia con pan de masa madre tostado, sashimi de manchas azules de Lushaka, palacio de dragón del Shuming de Shanso y sopa del día de huesos de serpiente de Klein. Su mesa ya está desinfectada. El sistema de aire fresco del interior de este restaurante completa 20 ciclos por hora para garantizar una ventilación óptima. Puede estar tranquilo. Es un honor contar con su presentación. El gremio y todo el personal del restaurante patas arriba quedan a su entera disposición.
In that case, what are we waiting for? Lead the way.
Who would have thought your single act of kindness would transcend worlds and come to our aid?
That was hardly some act of kindness. I should have kept my mouth shut.
Vamos. This is crazy.
Right this way, if you will.
An anti-gravity corridor? It feels like I'm back in a Penaconian dream.
Would you like to purchase the ownership rights of the cloud you're standing on?
Even back when I was still alive, a place like this was a rare splurge for me.
Hay personal
A restaurant that truly lives up to its name. The view here is quite spectacular. In Penacony, whenever the stock market fluctuates, plenty of people will head up to high places for a little mental recalibration. Does Astropolis share the same custom?
Entonces, ¿dónde está Arita?
A bigwig like him is definitely dining in some secluded private room, probably surrounded by bodyguards too. Let me go scout ahead for you. Wait here.
Estoy patas para arriba. Vamos al revés. La ciudad de nosotros, el edificio está al revés. Del cielo, esa es la ciudad.
Welcome.
May I ask, will you be dining with us or just stopping by for drinks?
Sigue esperando.
I can betray my squad. Never.
Mira, ¿dónde está Scott?
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. Is that Asta?
Speech was so inspiring.
Agarramos esto. Asta, ¿cómo estás, preciosa? ¿Cómo estás, preciosa?
Oh my, is that you? What a pleasant surprise.
¿Qué haces en Astrópolis?
What do you mean? Astropolis is my hometown. I've mentioned it before, haven't I? Quite a few people in my family work for the IPC. I racked up a bunch of vacation days at the space station, so I figured I'd use them and come home for a visit. Plus, it gives me a chance to handle some, collaborative matters on behalf of Madame Herta. What about you guys? Here for a meeting with the IPC? Or on vacation?
More or less. We've got some urgent business to take care of.
Ah, then I won't keep you any longer. But if you need anything at all, like booking a table, arranging a visit to the Cloud Peak level of Lodestar Tower, anything like that, just let me know. After all, sometimes connections get you further than regulations on IPC turf. Good luck out there!
¿Es linda?
Gotta find a way to turn these tourists into my KPI.
Young people should know
Any
that.
recommendations
for a first-time viewer of Tussle
Ma'am?
Detective?
I heard about your new house. Congratulations. I can see my apartment.
Please, give me a that. We're the only department without AI assistance. Betray my squad.
Enjoying a meal during
Child
office hours?
prodigy who can cry in
The
5
victory
seconds?
department's speech was so inspiring. Gotta find a way to turn these tourists into my KPI.
It's only been a minute. How did he just vanish like that?
Si había alguien más, pues me lo perdí.
Strange. There aren't even...
Perdón. Ah, los lentes de Scott.
Do those shades look familiar to you?
Wait. They appear to be Mr. Scott's. What exactly happened here?
Robot. Ahorita es un robot.
Mr. Taravan has concluded his meal. Items consumed during his dining session: 100 portions of prime tomahawk steak, 30 blocks of dragon scale cheese, 10 servings of emerald mushroom salad, assorted Lushaka blue spotted sashimi, and gold flake wine.
Taravan. That's quite the appetite. And you are?
I am Mr. Taravan's personal dietary management robot. My duties include monitoring his blood pressure before and after meals, and ensuring he takes his high-potency digestive enzymes and gout medication. My regards to you both. All for the Emperor Lord, and that eternally bottomless dinner table. Wash your hands before you eat. Rinse your mouth after the treat. Good health makes for a happy life. Yo ho, yo ho.
So, this isn't some private room for Mr. Arita at all.
You guessed correctly, Penaconian exile. Please don't blame your poor ghost friend. His idea of stealth isn't nearly as impressive as he thinks, and neither is his brain. With just a little bit of misdirection, he dutifully led you straight here to me. Of course, I wouldn't be so bold as to let you disturb Mr. Taravan's meal without permission.
Hello.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kenneth Arita of the Traditional Project Department.
Arita.
Traditional Project Department?
¿Tú eres Arita? ¿Tú eres Arita?
How could that be? I'm merely an adopted son, fortunate enough to bear the old gentleman's family name. If you think of all of Astropolis as one big sprawling family, then I'd be the butler of the household.
Okay.
And a butler's job is to know everything that goes on within the estate, down to the smallest detail, and to ensure no pests ever find their way inside to threaten the family's interests. I heard that the Astral Express had arrived in Astropolis, 3 nameless bringing a flock of refugees to beg for aid. Curiosity got the better of me, so I decided to come and take a look. And the result turns out to be disappointing.
I'm sorry. There must have been some misunderstanding between us. Mr. Kenneth, we have an extremely urgent matter and would like to request an audience with Mr. Arita.
Mr. Arita has already made his position clear to everyone. No lobbyists. The lady from the Strategic Investment Department behind your visit should know that all too well. My father taught me that at the heart of every deal lies one thing: respect. But that lady showed no regard for Mr. Arita's wishes, sending bumbling spies and reckless lobbyists. Her actions were utterly devoid of respect.
Solo me quedan 5 horas. Solo me quedan 5 horas.
Kenneth, we're not spies, nor do we mean to offend you. We're just a group of desperate people with nowhere else to turn. My friends are back in Plain Arcadia, and every living being in that world are in grave danger right as we speak. On behalf of the Astral Express, I make this promise to you, and through you, to Mr. Arita. So long as he is willing to cast the deciding vote against the weaponization of the husk, the Express will bear any and all costs and obligations that arise from it. Please, make sure this promise reaches him.
The bond you share with your friends is truly moving. However, I'm afraid I can't do that. As for this spy right here, I can give him back to you. The heart of every deal lies in respect. Chew on that. I've said my piece. Ugh, Taravan, that bloated pig. Weaponizing the voracity? Why not just weaponize himself instead? Save everyone the trouble.
So, what do we do now?
I'm sorry. I messed everything up again.
Ya no importa, Scott.
An unfavorable opening, to say the least. The moment IPC faction politics get involved, things get infinitely more complicated. What do you think? Should we try a different approach, or keep up the chase?
Parece que sus palabras ocultan algo.
You mean what he said to us before he left?
The heart of every deal lies in respect. Is Kenneth trying to tell us something?
Respect? Pfft, since when has the IPC ever treated anyone with respect? Setting everything else aside, my higher-ups are each more ruthless than a wolf, which is very much in line with my family motto, no friends, only prey. Who knows? Maybe we're even distant relatives? A wily old fox like Arita, does he even know what respect means? The only way he'd ever bow is if Louis Fleming crawled out of his coffin, I'd say.
Entiendo.
True respect comes from having the strength that others acknowledge. Just like how the Strategic Investment Department respects the Astral Express, Kenneth is telling us he wants to see what we're made of.
I see. But what do we have that could earn his respect? Trying to bribe him would take wealth on old Odie's level to sway Arita. As for using force, that would be exceedingly unwise on IPC ground.
Contactos y la influencia también son una forma de poder. Contactos y la influencia también son una forma de poder.
As far as the city is concerned, the awakening of the Husk is still a piece of information known only to the IPC's upper echelons. But Astropolis isn't home to IPC executives alone. It's also teeming with envoys, magnates, and officials from member worlds across the pan-cosmic trade system.
Exactly. The crisis plane Arcadia is facing right now is going to seriously shake their confidence in the IPC. What's that old saying? When one limb suffers, the whole body feels the pain? So, once we release this information to the public, the IPC's stock price is going to be thrown into turmoil.
We don't necessarily have to convince Arita. We can use information the way Fullwish did. Once you start learning from the enemy, it's hard to stop, isn't it? So, we leak this to the press and turn this little internal scheme into an external risk that the IPC has no choice but to deal with.
Que Woberto entre en acción.
I can reach out to Albert and feed him a bombshell for his keeping up with Star Rail.
Husk? Stock fluctuations? I have no idea what you're talking about.
¿Puedes hacer correr la noticia?
I think I'll pass. I just got a new lease on life, and I'd like to enjoy it for a few more days. Anyway, I gotta run!
Adiós, cobarde.
Now then, let's have Kenneth show a little respect. Come on, Sonny. Let's head to the Lodestar Tower and meet up with March and the others.
Okay. Hey. Tenemos un gran problema. Creo que las cosas no saldrían bien. Déjame mirar. Ocurrió otra sorpresa, ¿verdad? Hilux y yo estamos acorraladas. Las fuerzas de seguridad de Astrópolis dicen que perturbamos el orden público. Quieren arrestarnos. Quieren arrestarlas.
March 7th, disturbing the peace? You've got to be kidding me.
We can still make it in time if we make haste.
Para primero. Ups. Vamos.
It's just one thing after another.
Is Kenneth creating obstructions for us?
No way. He left us a hint?
So, the marketing development department is behind this?
Veo correr.
I see them. They're right there.
Why are there security forces here?
Hey.
Disturbing the peace? Is this a mistake?
We're guests invited by Madame Jade of the Strategic Investment Department. Is this really how Astropolis treats its guests?
Your entry permits are verified and valid. However, the laws of Astropolis are jointly upheld by the 7 major departments. No exemptions are granted based on the invitation of a single senior executive.
Porque tiene un corazón.
Our system detects a dangerous wanted fugitive hiding among your visiting party.
Sunday.
Is this some kind of interastral joke? The Nameless of the Astral Express are heroes who've saved many worlds.
Sunday.
This is bad. We need to go, now.
Target identified. Sunday, former head of Penacony's Oak family. Currently a high-priority wanted criminal of the family. Charges include severe endangerment of cosmic order and security.
Oops.
Since when does the IPC hunt down wanted criminals for the family?
In accordance with the Pan-Galactic Civilization's Judicial Mutual Assistance and Emergency Extradition Treaty, IPC security forces are authorized to subject dangerous fugitives to preventative detention to ensure segmentum stability and fulfill treaty obligations.
It appears explaining myself is entirely pointless now.
Me niego.
You have selected the most unwise course of action. Violent obstruction of the law.
¿Por qué se ven medio femeninos estos, pero están con voz de hombre?
Warning. Disarm immediately.
¿Por qué se...
Non-compliance will prevent us from guaranteeing your right to life.
¿Por qué? Por tu derecho a vivir, hijo de puchica. ¿Por qué se ven medio femeninos, pero hablan como hombres, estos robots? Tienen voz masculina.
That's the stuff. Clashing with the local authorities every 3 stops of the way. How familiar.
Aquí vamos. Sí.
Target threat level. Unable to assess. Requesting lighthouse support. Requesting lighthouse support.
Lighthouse, copy. Request received.
Unlimited firepower. Don't move, okay? Game's on. Leave a like. The show begins. Viewers, I've kept you calm and party with Sparky till the end of the world.
Fin de la batalla. Fin de la batalla.
Collective immediately.
Uh-oh.
Zip it, tin can. You're making my brain hurt.
Huh? What's going on? Why is he taking down his own people?
All right, stand down. I'm not here to cause trouble. Here, this is a special access pass. Its clearance is a few grades higher than that outdated arrest warrant of yours. I'm taking them with me. Objections? Clearance confirmed.
Sí. Está atrasado el pase.
Hilarious. Clearance confirmed. One word of objection out of you, I'll be pounding you into scrap and shipping you back to security in a box. Right, you lot. Write your own incident reports. Make it airtight and keep my name out of it. Hear me? Well, don't just stand there. Do you really want to waste eternity dealing with these by-the-book blockheads? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lighthouse, Astropolis' honorary security officer. I am the light that pierces the darkness, the shield that guards against danger, the one who leaves no place to hide for the scoundrels that threaten IPC assets and the safety of Astropolis' citizens. I am the Bane of Evil. See that gleaming statue? They built it for me after I single-handedly stopped an out-of-control airship from crashing into Paradise Island 3 years ago, saving well over 100 IPC executives and more than 1,000 foreign dignitaries from our partner worlds.
Okay.
Cool.
So, you're basically Astropolis' resident superhero?
Superhero. I'm no different from the influencers swarming this city. I can't hold a candle to the nameless of the Astral Express. At the end of the day, I'm just a corporate grunt running errands for the big wigs. Someone sent me to bail you out. As guests of the Strategic Investment Department, you all have free reign in Astropolis. With the exception of that Palovian young master over there.
¿Algo que pueda decir en su defensa?
The IPC is riddled with internal factions. It seems someone is trying to assert their presence.
Spot on! I got 2 calls at the same time. One asked me to ensure unrestricted access for the Strategic Investment Department's guests. And the other asked me to apprehend the high-risk wanted felon. I thought to myself, isn't this just a... picking on the little guy? Am I supposed to fish the sugar out of their instant coffee too? But hey, that's just how corporate life is.
So, tell me, big hero, exactly which 2 heavyweights are duking it out up there?
On IPC turf, some questions are better left unasked. Because the real question isn't who done it, but rather who wants you to know. And I obviously haven't received the directive to tell you.
To think my past mistakes would catch up with me right here, right now. You two. I'm very sorry. Imposing my presence here will only burden you. So be it. No need to worry, Mr. Lighthouse. I will leave Astropolis. Immediately.
Where could you go at a time like this?
I'll return to the Express and warp to low orbit above Plain Arcadia. There I can use the Express as a comms relay. We need first-hand intel from there.
Entonces quedan tus manos.
Take care, you two. I'll do my part. And you do your best too.
Phew! Finally got His Highness out of my hair. My performance review is safe. I'll call that a win.
Honestly, I never want to set foot in this dump ever again.
A mí me gusta.
It's truly my greatest honor that you Nameless are so willing to cooperate. By the way, I hear you're heading to the Lone Star Tower. Please, allow me to escort you the rest of the way. I guarantee no one else will come looking for trouble.
Escort. Or surveil.
Ambos.
In Astropolis, surveillance is a public service. Me, I'm just the optional companion package with a more personal touch.
Okay, great. Bueno, amigos míos, mañana podemos seguir. Bueno, amigos míos, mañana podemos seguir. Nos vemos la próxima vez con más Honkai Star Rail. Bye bye, bye bye.